friends, it's Komenda here, and today I would like to show you how I made a layout using my own sketch. I designed the sketch for the challenge over the Cocoa Vanilla Studio special site where we celebrate International Scrapbooking Day with the rest of the girls from the design team. Each girl created some fun content, fun challenge and videos to amuse you, to kind of boost your mojo. And I designed a sketch, and you can see the sketch on the screen and on the group, of course, too. And I designed the layout and also recorded a video for you so you can easier follow my steps. I started with using this die cut. It's a very clever product because Zoe designed a background that looks like created from the small paper patterns, and then she cut out the big heart that matches this perfectly. So it's like a cheating with paper piecing. You can just add dimension, or you can glue it directly to the page, and you have something that looks that like it costed you a lot of time, completed within a few minutes. And I also choose a background paper to match my hearts. It's a mixed media kind of looking paper, but it's already printed out. I'm looking for a word. It's quite light and not busy, so it doesn't interfere with the colorful heart I have there. I chose the picture of my daughter's from my daughter's birthday. She was celebrating it in March, and it was already after the lockdown. So we were spending this day alone at home. Only the family came to us via online chat. So it was like a one-of-a-kind birthday, but she didn't mind because she had all her balloons and gifts and everything. It was a cake too, so she wasn't that sad. And I also snapped pictures like I do every year with balloons, so I have something to scrapbook on. And it was a rainbow party, so I have rainbow colored pictures to use. That's why I decided to use this super colorful happiness collection Zoe designed last year. It's one of my favorite collections, as you can imagine, because I love rainbow colors, and I was happy to use it with those photos. I'm gluing down the hearts. The two smaller hearts are cut down with the same collection papers. I used some very basic Silhouette Cameo cut file to cut the hearts because I don't have such a big dies, and I didn't want to do it by hand, but you can definitely just sketch the hearts and cut them out if you don't have a Cameo or other die cutting machine. It's just something that makes my life easier, and it was faster to do it. So I have my hearts glued down with a little bit of dimension, and now I'm adding my picture. I chose one of the papers to add a kind of a frame around the photo to make it like pop a little bit more from the background, and I'm gluing it down. And after I will glue down the picture, like a main scene or main focus on my layout, the main composition will be done, and all I will be having left will be decorating everything. And I'm keeping my sketch quite literally, so I'm adding embellishments in similar spots where I added them into the sketch. And to be honest, I didn't know what I will create with it. I just designed the sketch, so I didn't have like a layout that I used to recreate it in a shape of sketch. I designed the sketch and then I followed my own instructions. It was kind of a fun process because usually I take the finished page and then I make a sketch using it, so I already have a project ready. I'm going through all the ephemera pieces that I have left from this collection. I got, I think, 3 packages, and I already have only one left, like all the elements that I got left fit into one. So I already used most of the flowers, and I got left with those bouquets because I usually use up single flowers and single leaves first. So the bouquets were something that I got left, so they matches this layout just perfectly. That's like it was meant to be to hold them. And I'm also using some tags and tickets and smaller elements. And this cotillion, I don't know if it's a cotillion rosette that I have in the ephemera pack too. So I'm just gluing it everything down using a little bit of dimension. I use a lot of 3D foam squares, but you already know it if you know my projects. I never ever make anything flat. I know it may be not so easy to store those elements, those layouts, because they are kind of a bulky, but I still prefer having project problems later on storing the projects than not using dimension on my pages. Um, I'm gluing down the second bouquet. I will have to trim it down because it runs off from the page. And the third section of embellishments with another flower. I also fussy cutted some butterflies. It was done previously. I fussy cutted them in advance from one of the papers from Happiness Collections. And now I can use them up during this project. I cutted them out and added them to the ephemera pack, so I do not know which one of them were included into the ephemera and which are the ones fussy cutted from the papers. My layout is almost done. If you don't make any mixed media, just the papers, and I cheated with the heart and I didn't have to kind of build the heart layers, those colorful triangles, so it didn't take me any time, but you can definitely do something like this on your own. Find a cut file that looks similar like this. You can find plenty of them. uh, it reminds me like a kaleidoscope heart, and you can fill each triangle with pattern paper. It's doable. Of course, I did it in the past many times, but now I just thought I'm just too lazy to do that, especially if I had the cut file already done for me. So you can recreate this. It will take you more time than it did take me, but still you can recreate it without this funny element. But if you would like to make a shortcut, it's still available in the shop and you can purchase it, and you will sorry, my phone, you will be able to recreate it just like I did it. I added a title. It will be a big girl with the number 7 because it was Maya's 7th birthday. I'm using some very, very old uh, tickers from American Craft. They are the foam tickers. They are black. I know that layout is colorful and there is no like a black color in the papers I use, but I thought that the black will kind of make everything pop. It will be this fun accent, and I decided to use black letters, and in the end I will also add black splatters to the page to make it even more contrasting, I would say. It will add, I'm looking for a word, like, I'm not finding any proper word. I know it in Polish, but I don't think it translates directly. So it will be something that catches the eye. Because I think pastel letters would disappear in the colorful background. And the last step, almost last step, is gluing down some enamel dots. I'm using mix of collections here. Some of them are a few years old already. Some of them are from the Unforgettable collection. Those blue and pink ones are from Color Me Happy line, which was released, I don't know, 2-3 years ago. And now the last step that I was already mentioning to you, black splatters. I'm using the ink, but I think I have too little of it, so the stick that is in the ink that do not reach the bottom. I tried to do it with the brush, but it didn't work, so I reached for my Heidi Swap Black Mist, which I almost do not use, but this time it was very, very handy, and I splashed the background. I tried to avoid splashing the hearts. That's it. The page is done. Thank you for staying here with me. Don't forget to check the group. I will leave the link in the description box. If you participate in challenges, you can win awesome prizes. And thank you for stopping by. See you soon. Bye.